what's also, been standing out amid all of this tragedy is the fact that there have been so many locals who've stood up so bravely, trying to help, their fellow Turkish residents there, trying to ensure that they do their bit in the rescue and relief work.
Look, I want you to have a look actually at the scene behind me. You will see thousands of people, right? A few of them have like the Kızılay jacket that the lady in the middle has. But other than that, everyone here are volunteers, neighbors, friends, people trying to help. Some of them have been through the official rescue program, education programs of the government. So very, very large, but most of them are just here to help, and they're trying to collect rubber from this devastated building. You can see with the pots carrying on. They're just aligned there and trying to do their best to find if anyone is still under it, still alive. And I'm telling you, this is a very desperate waiting over here. It's just very emotional moments we have survived so far. Just 2 hours ago, a kid, 10-year-old child, was taken out from here at this spot, and the family was devastated. And still, we have relatives of those who were living in this building still waiting to hear from their relatives. So 9 people, only 9 people were saved from this building. We're talking about a 14-story building. So just to give you an idea about the level of the catastrophe, unfortunately, well, the number of deceased is expected to increase further in the upcoming hours.
And it's heartbreaking. I can imagine how challenging it must be for you, Melda, as well as for Nuraldan, to be reporting from there. She's telling us that just a handful of people so far have been pulled out. And you can see, has the building collapsed, locals have come together, each of them holding buckets, passing on the rubble, trying to do their bit to clear up the debris as soon as possible. Nuraldan, in Gaziantep, the situation is much worse there. The iconic Gaziantep castle, there are parts of that has come crashing down. So many buildings around you, I can see, have also completely collapsed. Is there a challenge also, Nuraldan, for rescue officials to reach that spot? Because there are many roads that have collapsed, we understand.
Yes, there is some of a changing because of huge, in Antep, there is around 600 buildings are collapsed in Gaziantep. Because of a huge number of this huge number of buildings, there is and the rescue team they doesn't have capacity to help all of these people. Until now, the rescue team are trying to, as you see behind me, trying to help these people from that's really. And in this area, like there's around 10 buildings are collapsed. Also here, it's at this time of year, it's too it's too cold in Gaziantep. The degree around -6 here in Gaziantep. That's also make, and yesterday was too rainy, and they expected today will be snowing in Gaziantep. That will make a huge problem for the rescue team. And also in Antep, around 500 people are died here in Gaziantep.
And in Gaziantep alone, 500 people have died. It is, in fact, the southeastern part of Turkey that's been worst affected right now by this earthquake. And then, of course, you have the situation also unfolding as we speak in parts of Syria. Melda, Nuraldan, request both of you to stay on with me. I want to play out some of the ground reports that you filed for us earlier from the cities where you currently are, showing us a sense of the scale of devastation around Turkey.
Hello, this is Melda Doğan reporting for India Today. I'm here in Adana, one of the cities that was hit by a massive earthquake in Turkey's southeastern region. So the building you're seeing behind me was a 14-story building that has been collapsed totally. The rescue workers here told us that only 20 people, 20 bodies were taken out of the rubble here, but none of them were unfortunately alive. So rescue operations like this are going on throughout the country's southeast and eastern regions in the 10 cities affected by the devastating earthquake. We know so far that over 5,600 buildings were totally flattened, just like this one, let alone I'm not even mentioning the buildings that were damaged. So, so far, thousands of people have lost their lives and thousands were also injured. Now, across the region, one of the worst cities is Hatay. Hatay is now, unfortunately, almost completely flattened. The hospital is even not operating there. We know that the government has sent a ship to evacuate those who were injured yesterday overnight.